At Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He takes this from the 30 to...
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Two. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, it's all right. Switch. Hey, Mike 50.
Cousins now. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go counter with Breida. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Good route here. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, check my... Hey, high 7. Check my 50. Watch the back. Mike 50. Gun. Mike's 50.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That's right, man. Gun. Hey, we're good. Hey, Delta. Mike 55. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
3rd and long for Cousins. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A draw play for Mixon. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
I smell fear in that offense. Double. I smell fear in that offense.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Too little, cut. 58.
Now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mike, 55.
Hey, team 6.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Time to go. Night. Check.
300.
Check. 50.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
First.
Mike 50. Got you, boy. I got you, boy. 50.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins, the left side completion to Jones. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Let's go.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Mike 50.
Gun.
Right here. Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Right here. Wide.
50, Mike's 50.
On 1st and 10, Cousins into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game, and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Five. Take two of them.
From the 31, Roethlisberger. Throw that side complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Watch twist, Snickers. 66.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Focus.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And an alley to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
I'm coming for the son. I'm coming for the son. Hey, Mike 50, Mike. Zebra. Leave it, 48. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. What's that?
Cousins to throw it this time. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. The extra point up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled. and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Black 20. 58.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Here we go. Wide 80. Double bump.
Mike's 50.
Go. We won. Solid, 5 down.
Slam.
Wide 8.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Jahan, 180. Black.
Hey, keep it up. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Crunch time, defense.
Gun. Hey, no, easy. Hey, orbit.
Watch the run.
Throwing his Cousins. Green's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Check 55, Mike.
Yo.
Let's go, baby. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Bravo.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Mike, 55.
Wait, done.
Cousins on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Watch his flat. Kill.
Snickers.
58, boy, 58.
They'll run again with Samuels on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
Start. Like 5.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Quarter. Double bump.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Will Fuller, 77 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Watch the whip. Listen to me.
A second down throw for Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Cousins now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's first and 10. Cousins again. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Vince Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Cousins now from the 50. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, we're good.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Hey, Haywood.
A first down throw for Cousins. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Yellow. Come on.
Hey, check right.
Where's the hot?
Cousins. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Ito Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Kill. X3. 218, chopper.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. Roethlisberger now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Samuels. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First. Here we go, D.
First down. Here's Cousins. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, box truck. So we got man. Wait, son. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Wide. I got him. Wait, son.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. How about Ben Roethlisberger, his 5th touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. A big pickup of 38. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Again, it's Cousins. Forced out to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Start! 180. Mike, 58, right there. Watch 44. Screen. Chance, watch it. Take both of them.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, check 24. Watch that. Hey, Echo.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Will Fuller, 58 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Makes the score Steelers 52, Bengals 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo. Hey, we got Mike 50.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Good route here. They're not ready for this. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Y'all playing the wrong football.
To throw is Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
1st down, Bengals.
Hey.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
55, right there in the middle.
On third down, Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Dixon. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, wahoo. Get him. Get him. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Throw left side to Reynolds. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Hey. Check 55. Hey, Alpha. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, pick 55 Mike.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Five. He don't want it. Hey, check.
Now Cousins. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And fighting down inside the 25. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Following the interception, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Gun.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
First.
I'm coming after you. 51's the Mike.
Now Cousins. And this is caught at the 8. A gain of 13. It's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player.
And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? Say, like I said.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Don't get nervous.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And an alley to run. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll run on 1st down. Samuels, he's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run here with Connor, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear that?
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Again, a run with Connor, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, Samuel. Play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run.